Dano, hurry!
Inbox messages await the operator. I wonder what they say.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Dragon. We're over here streaming some more Warframe. It's like I said, man, I haven't been playing this shit long. It's been out a couple of years. I've known a lot of people, man, that actually are sitting here and they're playing this game, man. I'm just thinking, well, fuck, man, I give it a try. I mean, honestly, at this point in time, with the coronavirus going around and shit, you know, everything seems to be comes to a standstill. Now, I want to say this, man. Now, I'm going to talk on some personal aspects of thinking about this. I find it very interesting that when this fucking disease first happened, alright, it popped up in a fucking rest home in Washington State. Now, that's interesting. And then it was in New York, and then it traveled to LA, and then it was everywhere. You know, whatever. Now, what's killing me with this shit is that they're pushing that.
Will you begin another mission?
No one's ever really paid attention to what the fuck these people are telling you. Okay, I started to realize, man, that it doesn't matter what political affiliation you're with or what party. But here's the point. All of a sudden, you hear shit getting spread in the news and shit that's talking about herd immunity. Herd like we're fucking cattle. I mean, this is the shit that people need to think about, because this is the shit that was stated to your ass in the news and live. Herd immunity. Like we're fucking cattle grazing and shit. This is ridiculous. You understand? And I'm going to tell y'all something. Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to tell you something. Y'all better think about this shit for a moment. I said, it ain't going to fucking stop. Okay, now what happens in the news is, well, India got hit by a new strand. It's the Delta strand. The Delta strand? Really? You understand? See, viruses or COVID-19 as well as Delta and all this shit isn't nothing more than a fucking flu virus. Alright? It's a coronavirus, it's a flu virus. Same shit. Now what's killing me about this is, what makes me laugh is they're pushing this shit around the world. Oh, you gotta get immunity. You gotta get immunity. You gotta get shot up with shots. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Here's a problem with that. If you keep doing this, you will not build any natural immunity against any fucking thing, because you're jacked up with all this shit. And that's just the truth. You understand? If you don't sit there, if you don't catch a cold and allow your body to fight it off, man, and you keep taking all these damn shots, well, your body will not naturally build its own immunity any fucking more. I'm sorry. That's the damn truth. You understand? Now, what makes me laugh about this bullshit is now we got a Delta strand of this shit. Oh, it's even worse than the last one? Really? I mean, there was 326 million motherfuckers living in the U.S. as far as I remember, going statistically. And, what did they say? What, 100,000 people died? 400,000? I mean, it just sounds like normal shit, man, because, you know, the interesting thing about the COVID-19 bullshit was all of a sudden there were no more heart attacks, there were no more fucking kidney function problems, no more dialysis issues, no more any damn thing else except for fucking COVID-19. Now we have a new strand. Now mark my fucking words, people. I want you to mark them, because S. Dragon told you. Mark my words. There's going to be a new strand of this shit every fucking year going forward. Watch. See how it's getting played out. Now they're talking about in the news that, well, now, you know, people ain't buying it. Well, they shouldn't have been buying it the first damn time. It's bullshit. You understand? Yeah. You know, it was engineered over there in China supposedly and shit, but you know what? People need to think about this one for a moment. Think about this. we sit there and we had access over there to China. In fact, when we can't sit there and engineer some shit here, guess what? We'll go to fucking China and do it. But see, what kills me, man, is they're not the only ones with a virology lab and shit that's level 4. We got plenty of them around here. Hell, we got plenty of them that are level 3s. And guess what? They're at some of the most prestigious colleges that is known to states over here. Think about that for a fucking moment. Level 3s. Yeah, they're all over the fucking place. So what the fuck are y'all doing, and what the hell are students doing fucking around with fucking viruses? That's my question. Why the hell would it be on a college campus? You understand? That shit belongs into like a scientific lab some damn where that's not on a fucking college campus. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't feel that it's a great idea that a motherfucker comes in as a fucking freshman and is handling a deadly goddamn virus as their major. Just saying. Man, that's my logic behind that. Because first of all, you're young, you're stupid, you really don't understand shit because you haven't lived long enough to have any fucking wisdom to understand anything. And then I think about all those great professors that are sitting there fucking around with this shit. I said, well, obviously you ain't that goddamn wise either because you ain't gonna sit here and let a child fuck with some shit. I wouldn't. Just saying. But there's gonna be a new strand of this shit every year, people. Mark my fucking words. Every fucking year is going to be another coronavirus. It's Delta today, it'll be Alpha tomorrow, Beta the next day, Omega another time. I mean, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. I just want to know, I mean, I'm just, saying it like it is. Honestly, I don't give a shit how they play this damn game. It's a game. And then, people need to listen to what the hell's being said to them, man. Herd immunity. It's going to get bad. It's going to get worse. I mean, these motherfuckers are really trying to lock this country down. And mark my words on this, you don't want to have socialism. Because socialism isn't shit but another form of fucking communism. And that's the damn truth. It's amazing how people keep calling it Marxism and shit. Oh, this is Marxism. No, nigga, this is communism. Okay? Karl Marx wrote the Communist Manifesto, goddammit. It's not Marxism at all. It's fucking communism. You understand? And fuck Karl Marx. I'm glad that nigga's dead. He ain't shit. Fucking bum. To be honest with you, fucking living off of fucking people and shit. Slumming it in people's houses and everywhere the fuck else he's ever gone in his goddamn life. He didn't do shit that was great. He didn't do a goddamn thing that was great for any fucking body. You understand? He was doing shit for himself, his selfishness, to take care of him. But believe me, Marxism ain't nothing but communism with a different damn name. And here in America, you don't want that shit. I said, people really don't understand that shit. And they keep thinking that this government keeps giving out these free handouts and shit. Man, get the fuck out of here. How long can that last? And what's that going to be about? What's the price of that shit? I said, the problem with motherfuckers in this country is you ain't looking at the bottom line. It's very interesting. Okay? The truth is, when we sit here, we talk about capitalism. Well, yeah, capitalism, it's a nice fucking idea. But the problem with it is that in order to have capitalism, you're going to have poverty. It goes hand in hand. I don't give a fuck how anybody on any channel or on any YouTube channel or any damn shit that has their own podcast tells you this. You cannot have capitalism without fucking poverty. I'm sorry. It's a hand-in-hand situation. And I'm just being honest on the damn truth, man. For capitalism to actually reign, somebody's ass has to be exploited. So it goes back to the same thing. For it to reign, there has to be poverty. I mean, it's a stupid concept, of course. It doesn't make any goddamn sense, but, you know, who the fuck am I? I said the worst damn thing is, you know, what's making these motherfuckers sweat up in Washington and everywhere else, and it's corporations, even like Elon Musk, and he ain't fucking tell you. He has this goddamn cars built over there in fucking China. Well, problem about China that no one seems to understand, that the news really doesn't tell you about. In order for China to sit here and build any product that you want them to, they're gonna have dibs on that fucking right to actually own a slice of that shit. Period. It's non-negotiable. So if you come up with the next big idea, you take that shit to China, they're gonna own a piece of your goddamn idea. And even after you made your fucking money, it's not gonna matter. They're gonna sit there and they can formulate it however the fuck they want to and build it any way they want after a while. You know? But see, the problem is people go to fucking college and they want to take up business majors and shit. Well, even if you go to a prestigious college, a mid-level college, or a fucking community college, business is taught the same way. I said, build it up, pay your employees as less money as possible, the least amount, and then once you build it all the way up, sell that motherfucker. Go on to your next idea. We have way much surpassed and stepped past the aspect that maybe you should just keep a business going because you want it to be a fucking community and you want to build it up and everybody should get a piece of the fucking pie. No, we don't do that no more. That's the problem with capitalism in this fucking country. I said, at least I give it to China, man. They are like one fucking people. They keep the shit focused on the people. And mark my words, yeah, they built up their infrastructure up in China, and they're fixing to come into their own ground of the situation. And people are gonna be making money. Their poverty rate's probably gonna drop to the fucking floor. And they're going to have better living. It's just going to be crazy. Well, meanwhile, what's going on in our fucking country? We're sitting here trying to figure out how, trying to pass a bill so that we can start infrastructure. Motherfucker, we should have been doing infrastructure 60 years ago. I don't know what the fuck people are thinking in this country. The worst shit that I keep seeing is the shit that comes up on Facebook where people keep talking about, well, you're just lazy, you just need to get up and work. No, nigga, fuck you. That's not the problem. You understand? The problem is there ain't no motherfucking good jobs in this motherfucker. I said, and the problem is people think because you work at a good job, you act like there good jobs all over the fucking place. No, they're not. They're scarce as shit. Okay? We don't have any fucking industries anymore. I said, I don't understand why people can't seem to wake the fuck up and see that. We don't have any fucking industries. You understand? My question to the world, and to even my viewers and the people who's going to listen to my channel, which I hopefully do, and I want people to subscribe even on my YouTube, which is SDragon08 space fire. And you ain't even got to put it in capitals. You can do it all lowercase. It doesn't matter. It'll still pop up. But all I'm telling you people is this. We haven't been building our infrastructure in fucking years. You understand? And this bullshit that people think, oh, well, 5G, we got 5. We ain't got no fucking 5G. It's minuscule as shit. It's not out there. All right? The problem in our goddamn country, our roads, our bridges, every fucking thing is falling the fuck apart. All right? We're all starting to look like goddamn Baltimore when you roll through that motherfucker. Shit growing all up into the road, through the cracks. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. Fuck have we been doing all this time? Then we sit there, oh well, Americans are lazy. Let me tell you something, man. I've heard this shit from a motherfucker that's not even from this goddamn country. Comes from fucking Honduras or some other shit or everywhere else. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. That's just straight up bullshit too. You understand? The reason why we have an immigration problem is because the super wealthy wanted to put these motherfuckers in here because they wanted fucking cheap slave labor. That's why they're here. That wall doesn't mean shit. I don't give a fuck if you built that wall 100 fucking foot high. That's not gonna stop a goddamn thing. Because the truth is, there's money on both sides of the fucking tracks. And people need to wake the fuck up to that. And that's the truth. But when they when people tell me, well, Americans are getting lazy, are you gonna need the Hispanics in here to do your work? No, the fuck you don't. The fuck out of here with that damn shit. And then I've been convinced that, well, they make excellent construction workers and all this other shit. Really? Let me tell you something. I've seen some of these houses these motherfuckers build, and they build them like within 30 days. They'll sit there and they'll pour the fucking concrete, and then after about 2 weeks, they'll sit here and start building a house on it. Well, let me tell you something. Us a dragon here is a jack of all trades. I'm an excellent technician. I work on fucking automobiles to heavy trucks, and I'm talking about heavy diesel trucks and all this other shit. I've also worked in the industry, the industries of restaurants and shit, where I actually was a fucking chef at one time. I've done that. I've worked at exclusive country clubs. I've done that. So, yes, when you're talking about how to make prime rib nice, I can do that. If you want to sit here, you want me to cook a fucking ostrich, I can do that shit too. It doesn't matter. I've cooked that. I've steamed fucking lobsters. I've done it all. I really don't like steaming lobsters because these motherfuckers scream when you do that shit, and it's horrific. That's a terrible thing to do. I said it's just terrible. And when I really think about it, you know, I like to eat lobster. You know, I'd rather just whack off the fucking tail and kill it instantly, and then, you know, then cook it, than the shit that's done in restaurants. See, even when you go to Red Lobster and shit, and they got those lobsters sitting in that damn tank, you understand? I'm gonna tell you something, man. They'll throw them motherfuckers into a steamer, and them motherfuckers will scream, but see, you're not seeing that shit, and you're not hearing it when you're in the restaurant, by the way. I thought I'd just share that tip of information. You know, that's a cruel way to kill an animal. You understand? It's better just to kill the motherfucker and then do it. Not steam the motherfucker while it's still alive. Now, most of the time, and there's plenty of cases like when they deliver lobsters to you, they're somewhat alive, but they put their asses on ice. Now, the thing is, you know, sometimes now, after a while, they will be dead, and that's fine. And then you can steam them. There's no screams and none of that shit. But like I said, there are times, like if you sit there and you see them sitting in the damn tank, like at a Red Lobster or any fucking seafood restaurant, and they're swimming around, they're throwing them motherfuckers in there live. And they're cooking their ass inside out. Fuck that. That's cruel. You understand? But besides that, the only damn thing that's happened to America is since we don't have any industries anymore, now we're just a service industry. Motherfucker, service industry ain't about shit. You understand? We're not building cell phones. Okay? We're not even building our game systems. We're not building shit here. So don't let Bill Gates or anybody fool you that even if you bought your Xbox Series X, which I'm going to get, or you got your Xbox One X, man, we're not building any of that shit here. You understand? Silicon Valley ain't shit anymore. You understand? We don't build cell phones. We don't build nothing. You understand? All our damn shit is assembled in some other fucking country and then imported into this motherfucker. This is crazy. You understand? I don't know what the fuck people are thinking. And then everybody's like, oh, well, people just don't want to work. People don't just want to work. Well, hell, there ain't shit out there to work on. I hate to tell people that. They need to wake the fuck up. There's nothing out there. You understand? What, you think you're gonna have a illustrious career in fucking McDonald's? Are you fucking kidding me, man? Because all we got are fucking restaurants, stores, and what else we got? Restaurants and goddamn stores and fucking car dealerships. I said, we're not engineering a goddamn thing in this country. But we've dumbed down the fucking population too. People need to wake up to that. SAT scores could be as low as shit now. You understand? The shit that people are learning is stupid. I said, let me tell you something. I'll tell you the dumbest shit I've seen. What the fuck do they call that? Box math. That's some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Don't make no damn sense. I said, I can understand logically how you could do it that way, but time constraints and shit, that's stupid. That's pure stupid. I ain't never seen something so damn stupid in my life. But let me tell you something. If you want to go work for NASA or Lockheed Martin or Boeing or anything, and all of a sudden you get people into the damn room and you start doing that shit on a fucking chalkboard or on the scan or whatever the fuck, your ass is fired. Get the fuck out of here. You understand? I couldn't even understand how the fuck teachers would want to even teach that shit because they're fucking stupid. I'll put it this way. If I'm a fucking math teacher and I'm teaching, I don't give a shit if I'm teaching algebra 3 or if I'm teaching calculus or any of this other damn shit. I'm not going to sit here and do some shit like that. That's not how I'm going to teach my students. That's stupid. And the one damn thing that's happening in our fucking country, we definitely are not looking into history anymore. But let me quote some words from a motherfucker from our past. Mr. Thomas Jefferson. And let me tell you what he said. And you can look this shit up, people. Verbatim. He said, revolution is necessary every 10 fucking years. You understand? We should have a revolution. Why? Because Thomas Jefferson understood this. He understood that you have to have a revolution every 10 years to keep shit in check. Because if you don't, and you let governments and shit do what they want, shit's gonna go outrageous. Shit's gonna go fucking crazy. And he knew that. He knew that. He knew it. And people might be sitting here wandering around here, oh, stand that shit. No, I'm just telling you like it is. He knew. Our government no longer serves the people. It serves itself. And there's so many people coming out there, man. You could look on YouTube. You could even look at Valuetainment if you want to. Of Vlad TV. Actually, look at Vlad TV. I'm serious. That motherfucker actually does some serious interviews with some serious heavy hitters. I mean, there are goddamn generals sitting here coming out telling you how shit is. You understand? I have great respect for him. A General Robert Spalding. Listen to him. You understand? He's telling you how shit is. He ain't bullshitting you. You can even look up generals on YouTube and shit. You know, old generals that have retired now that told you that the American experiment is coming to a fucking end. The American experiment? What the fuck is the American experiment? I said, most people call this shit Marxism that's happening. I call it chaos theory. Why do I call everything chaos theory? Because in order for more rules and shit to be implemented in our fucking government, chaos has to happen first. And it goes hand in fucking hand. And when chaos happens, that's when they start implementing more fucking rules and laws that are violations of your goddamn civil liberties and constitutional rights. In fact, for the last 60 years, if you actually start reading, people need to do this. Yes, Dragon stated it first. Start reading, goddammit. Read. I want you to read. I tell you this. This is what I want people to do, and I'm going to challenge everybody. And I hope more and more people are listening to me, because this is the only way, the best way to sit here and put it out here. And yeah, I know I am an avid gamer. I love gaming. But for a moment here, we're just going to take a moment and talk. I want you people to read your goddamn Constitution, and I want you to read your Bill of Amendment rights. I want you to read every fucking stitch of line of that shit. In fact, I have copies of it. You know, the duplicate copies that I actually picked up when I was at the Smithsonian up in Washington and shit. I want you to read this shit. Read it verbatim. And now, after you do that, take some time to read that. I mean, this is like, man, your Constitution is your fucking Bible in the United States, people. You better understand this. I don't give a fuck what Christ did. You need to look at what our forefathers did and read that shit. Okay, here's the aspect of it. I want you to read your Constitution, and I want you to read your Bill of Amendment rights. And then I want you to go back to the last 60 years and go to, you can go to UnitedStatesGovernment.org or any of these damn things, and you have a legal right to read every fucking bill that's ever been passed in the last, I guess, 30 years. I'd say in the last 30 years, read this shit. All the way up to current fucking bills and rules and shit that have been passed to the people of the United States. I want you to read that shit because I'm going to tell you something. I want you to read it thoroughly and understand what it says. All the way up to the Patriot Act. Every bill in the last 30 years that's been passed is a violation of your fucking civil liberties and your constitutional rights, people. I shit you not. And why I say that is because if you sit there and you read those damn bills and shit, and you read your fucking Constitution and your Bill of Amendment rights, everything is a violation of your shit. Every fucking thing. Everything is a violation of your fucking civil liberties. All of it. Every fucking thing that's been written to this date, verbatim. I'm not sitting here fucking making shit up. I'm just telling you how it really is. And if you people sit back and think, well, it's in God's hands and the church tells us, I don't give a fuck what the church tells you. Fuck that shit. Fuck that bullshit. Because that's bullshit. Alright? I'm going to tell you how this really goes. You understand? I said, to control the black community is controlled through the churches. Your pastor is who controls the thoughts and the minds of the black community. You understand? It's even in the white community too. Same thing. All communities in this fucking country. It's controlled by the church. Oh well, you shouldn't do this, and shouldn't do that, and we should be great to our fellow man, and we should live in peace and shit, and God bless the military. That's interesting. It's interesting. And I'm not crashing on people who serve. You understand? I come from a family background of people who have served in our military and shit. But I also come from a family background that people who have served in our military woke the fuck up and realized that this is craziness. People need to understand that too. You understand? I mean, there's just so many damn things that's going on in this shit that doesn't make any damn sense. We're spending way too much motherfucking money on our damn military. You understand? I mean, that's almost like damn near 70% of the goddamn budget spent on this because we need to build more planes, more weapons, more this and that. Who the fuck are we going to war with, man? Are we going to war with God? Even as I said, I don't have a problem with wanting to be the military-industrial complex. But how the hell are we going to be the military-industrial complex when we ain't got no goddamn industries? That's stupid. Doesn't make no damn sense. You understand? When World War II went down, everything went to shit, and we won that shit, took Hitler down or whatever, supposedly. We really don't know the history of that damn shit. Not really. It's not really stated. But even after that whole situation, you understand, America was putting steel and every damn thing out there to help other countries rebuild their shit. So we were at the top of the game. And then all of a sudden, going into the damn 50s and going into the early 60s, and when shit started falling apart and we started sitting here putting industries in other countries because we don't want to pay our fucking people. What kind of shit is that? What kind of country is this if we go and do some shit like that? You understand? We don't want to pay our people. At least Henry Ford had the right idea when he was building those cars. He paid his fucking employees well so that they could sit there and buy their own product. Not only did he do that, but when your workers are happy and they're making good fucking wages so that they can afford a decent way of life and have a piece of that American pie, they will invest in your fucking company. You understand? Your employees are your shareholders. And goddamn it, a company that rolls like that could be strong forever. That's the point. There's an aspect that people said that, well, the reason why our industries are gone is because of unions. Well, fuck you. You need unions. I'll give you an example. I'm going to give you a great fucking example. And this has to do with our healthcare, which is the shittiest system on this fucking planet. My grandfather was a president in a union. Okay, and he worked in the steel industry. He also was a World War II veteran. He was a I say he was a what the fuck was that? He was a petty officer, second class, and he fought in the Pacific. My grandfather did not talk about the war, ever. Very, very seldom. But he talked about it once with me. Once. And let me tell you what he said. He talked about when they were in the Pacific and his crewmates got killed on the ship. You understand? They got blown the fuck apart. You understand? When they were out there and these motherfucking kamikaze pilots were hitting the damn ship with the plane and shit, which is, you know, it's not really a bad strategy, unfortunately. It's the truth. You know, it's quite brilliant, to be exact. My grandfather talked about taking a hose and washing the body parts off of the fucking ships. Because you had to. You can't leave that shit there. You can't leave dead bodies there or even anywhere, because if you don't get rid of them, what will happen is it will start to breed disease. And that's a damn truth. That's just a natural fact of truth. You understand? But we always think that these modern wars are the bloodiest wars in history. No, they're not. Probably the bloodiest fucking war in history would be the Holy Crusades. Think about that. In fact, I get Ridley Scott some fucking credit when he did that movie Kingdom in Heaven. You should watch that. That's about as fucking accurate as it could really get. You know, Orlando Bloom sitting there holding up Jerusalem and shit, and he says to him, He says we got to burn the bodies. And the people were like, no, we can't do that. We have to, because if we don't, we're going to have disease. That's the truth. Those are the bloodiest fucking battles of goddamn history, to be honest with you people. Because swords, shields, spears, arrows, and shit. Motherfucker, if you didn't crawl off that damn battlefield, your ass was dead. Dead. And I'm just telling you like it is. Now, my grandfather worked for a union. He worked in, I think it was Union Steel. I don't remember what it was. And what that company did was they spooled up those metal cables on those big ass spools and shit. But that's what they produced. Here's one aspect in that my grandfather told me. That at one point, what happened was Japan actually came over and said that they wanted to buy massive magnets. My grandfather told them that's a bad plan. They sold them magnets to Japan anyway. My grandfather said it was a bad plan because he knew this. He knew that once the war was over and we were coming back home stateside, all of those military vehicles and all that shit got pushed off into the ocean. Now, isn't that craziness? That's just craziness. Japan wanted to buy those damn magnets because they wanted to dredge the seas and pick up all that fucking metal. And that's how at one point they became a nasty little steel empire of themselves, because they sat there and dredged up the damn junk from the bottom of the fucking ocean. Tanks, planes, and all that damn shit. Think about that. Oh, that's a little bit of history that no one knows about. But you heard it here first. Dragon's telling you. And I would suggest everybody start subscribing to me, because I'm going to sit here, I'm going to spill, I'm just going to tell you like it is. This is not classified information. This is just what it is. But they wanted to buy the magnets. My grandfather told them it was a bad idea. The greedy shareholders and the CEOs and shit didn't give a shit. They were only looking at dollar signs. Well, here's the problem in this country with all that greediness and our CEOs. If your fucking government and your country collapses, your money ain't worth shit. Your money is only holds worth when your fucking country is still in power and your government is still implemented. But if it fucking collapses, your money ain't no better than fucking toilet paper to wipe your ass. And that's what it is. Now, I really don't understand some of these super wealthy motherfuckers out here. But and the bottom line is, you're not going to go live in China. Where the hell are you going to go when it all goes to shit? Maybe we think that, oh, well, we're going to go colonize Mars and shit. Really? Are you? I said, I hate to tell people something, but I'll tell you this other little fundamental truth. We're not indigenous to Mars. So even if you could sit here and you could put clouds and oxygen and every damn thing else you need on Mars and shit, so that you can form atmosphere where it'll start raining and shit, you don't know what the fuck's gonna grow out of that soil. You understand? You don't know what kind of microorganisms that you're going to wake the fuck up when you do it. And the other truth about it is, you're not indigenous to Mars, by the way. And what we have evolved to on this fucking planet, with the organisms and shit that are in the air and every damn thing else, we're indigenous to this place. You understand? We evolved to live in harmony with the microorganisms on this fucking planet. Now, you don't know what the fuck will happen if you sit here and you wake up those microorganisms and every damn thing else on Mars. You don't know what the fuck's gonna happen there. What would be a common fucking code to you here would probably be like fucking 20 times unfold there. And where you could actually get over it in a fucking few days, something that'd probably kill you in 24 hours. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck what Elon Musk or that motherfucker from Virgin Mobile or any of these motherfuckers tell you. You understand? You're not indigenous to these places. And the aspect of polluting our oceans and shit is ridiculous. Now we're talking about the global warming. Well, you know what? Global warming is, I think it's a cycle process. It just happens. Doesn't really matter. Now, to make no mistake about it, we helped it along a great deal when we became industrialized. But the truth be told, being that I am a technician, truth be told about automobiles and shit is automobiles consume more gas than what's really fucking necessary for them to function efficiently. And it's all about the algorithm they put into the fucking PCM or the powertrain control modules or the ECU, electronic control module or unit. It is all about the algorithm that's put in there. For an engine to actually produce decent amounts of power and all this other shit, it does not have to consume that much fucking fuel to do it. So that's the situation. It's not the liquid fuel that's combustible, it's the fucking fumes that's combustible. You understand? Injectors in an engine are shooting fucking fuel, but it doesn't really, it mystifies it a little bit. But you need very little droplets of fucking fuel to sit here and have a combustion event, by the way. Truth be told, if all the algorithms were changed in the PCU of all these modern vehicles we had, goddamn it, you probably have gas mileage where you could get somewhere to 100 miles to a fucking gallon. Just telling you. So think about this. If you have a fucking 18-gallon tank in there, and then we change the algorithms on the fucking PCUs to sit here and eject a small amount of fuel into the cylinder. You understand? Shit. 18-gallon tank would get you 1,800 fucking miles. Just telling you. So gasoline engines could be very perfected. It's just that we're shooting in way too much motherfucking fuel. Now let me tell you something. Think about it this way. You think they haven't changed the programming on these fucking cars when they're doing road racing and shit? And you watch that shit on TV? Those motherfuckers are absolutely fuel efficient and generate a shitload of horsepower. Then what I mean when they're fuel efficient, I'll put it this way. If you're in the middle of a fucking race and you're going to have to do, 100 laps in that motherfucker, that engine is as fuel efficient as fucking possible. Why? Because they don't want them motherfuckers pitting in there trying to fuel up that damn much. Because if you got to keep stopping at the pit stop that many fucking times, you're going to lose the race. Think about it. Even when you look at NASCAR, and I ain't the biggest fan of NASCAR, but I like the setup. You see the guy that's carrying that big ass fuel tank that he's sitting there dropping fuel into the NASCAR, and all they have is a fucking fuel cell. You understand? The other time they're coming into the pits is to change fucking tires and they're gonna top off the fucking fuel. But that car's running as efficient as fucking humanly possible. See, I don't know what people are really thinking because they're not dumping that damn fuel in there like that. It's not dumping it in the damn cylinders like that. Don't need to. You understand? They've tuned those motherfuckers up that even if they're carbureted, they're atomizing the fuel super fucking efficiently. Think about it. You understand? Because even in NASCAR, they're not stopping in the pit that many motherfucking times. If you're doing a fucking 200 lap fucking race, alright? Think about this. You may stop in them pits maybe 3 fucking times. Maybe 3 times. So tell me that motherfucker ain't running efficiently. And you're running around laps so many damn times, you're doing thousands of fucking miles. But it's efficient. Fuel efficient. Now imagine if you sit there and change the algorithm in your fucking PCM so that it will burn as little fuel as possible to still keep the power ratio going. Or build a better fuel injector. One that seriously atomizes fuel to very less than 2 milliliters maybe. It's atomized. Told you, it's not the liquid form of fuel that burns, it's the fumes. Build an injector that don't do nothing but atomize it to it's nothing but fumes. Shit. You could sit there, fill up your fucking gas tank. I don't care if you have a truck or something that holds 28 gallons. You put 28 gallons in that bitch, and you could ride around for fucking 2 weeks on that shit or more. Because I'm telling you, it's the programming. It was done that way on purpose, so that your ass would sit there and invest money in fucking gasoline, the oil industry. Truth is, with our technology as humans beings on this planet, you could look at Egypt. Egypt had fucking surgical tools that they found when they were doing them archaeological digs. Glasses. They've even, resumed bodies that have been dead for thousands of fucking years, where surgery was actually performed and the people lived. And they were precise. These motherfuckers knew what they were doing. Fuck, they had batteries in Egypt. I mean, all it is a fucking porcelain pot that you put copper in and you put some kind of liquid that's fucking acidic. You could put lemon juice in that motherfucker. It don't matter. Lemon juice, orange juice, any of this other shit. It's acidic naturally. To copper, and they ran fucking wiring and metal wiring on that motherfucker at positive and negative ends, and all of a sudden you had a charge. So here's my deal. Why would Egypt need to make a battery if they didn't have something that they were powering up? The ancient Egyptians, why would they need batteries if they weren't powering up something? I think if we can go back to ancient Egypt, they probably had lights and all kinds of shit. And I'm not talking about motherfucking candles. To be honest with you, as far as mankind is concerned and how this world has gone so far, we're probably like 2,000 years behind where the fuck we're supposed to be. We're thousands of years behind where the fuck we should be at. People might hear this out and hear this channel and think that I'm talking out my ass. I'm not. We're thousands of years behind where the fuck we're supposed to be. Because energy and power and all this other shit, we discovered that a long time ago, before we even went to nuclear power that we have now. We discovered energy and power thousands of years ago. And yet, humanity has been kept in the dark. Why is that? Well, easy. Because the people in charge want to keep your ass in check, in lockdown, and control. So anybody ever think that all of a sudden all the old names went away, you're fucking stupid. The Rothschilds and every damn thing else, they're still here. They're still here. Wake the fuck up, people. Just wake up. And I mean, with the shit that's going on with this COVID-19 bullshit, I'm tired of hearing that damn shit, man. Because even the news media is bought out by the big corporations, so that they will put shit out there that they want you to hear and keep your ass in fear and keep you in control. And the biggest shit that comes up, well, it's Russia, it's this or that. No, motherfucker, it's us. It's the motherfuckers running our shit that are doing this. Fuck Russia and everybody else. It's what's happening here. That's the problem. You have all these old codgers that are sitting up there in fucking Washington making decisions for you, man, on the verge of fucking death, telling you the better way to live your motherfucking life while they're sitting in their IV towers. The fuck out of here. You're buying into that shit, you're fucking stupid. And I'm just being honest. Now I know I've taken a whole lot of time to sit here and drop down some knowledge for you people, man. But like I said, subscribe to my channel. Do it. Do it for your sake. Because I'm gonna drop knowledge down to your asses. I mean, y'all need to hear this. You need to understand this. This is what's happening. You understand? This is an attack on your fucking civil liberties. Fuck China and everywhere else. The enemies that we have are within the walls of our they're within the walls of our own fucking country. They're not outside. They're here. And we the people need to wake the fuck up before it's too late. That's why it always says, the first line stated that we the people, the government is for the people, by the people. You understand? It's in your constitution. Read it. And then read those laws, like I said, and see how they are a fucking violation of all your civil liberties and freedoms. Just look at it. You'll see. You will fucking see. I mean, and it's no damn different than, I even go back to my grandfather, what I wanted to talk about. When my grandfather was part of the union and people say unions are bad, that's bullshit. Unions protected your fucking rights as individuals, and we should bring them back. My grandfather had Blue Cross Blue Shield Gold Plan. Okay, and let me explain what that means. You understand? People that actually have that are still around, that still have it. What that gold plan is that shit covers everything. It was the best plan ever. It went all the way up to the fucking president of the fucking company. The same plan. And they never touched it. But what it is, you know, I'll give it to you like this. When my grandfather was alive, and my grandmother had to have heart surgery, and she had to have a valve replaced in her heart. Now, this is underneath my grandfather's coverage of his Blue Cross Blue Shield fucking gold plan. Let me tell you how that went. She had that valve replaced, and the meds that she had to have, and painkillers and every damn thing else, and all that shit, vice versa, and every damn thing she was dealing with in there. Now, if you want to know how much that cost, think about it at today's cost. Today's cost, that shit probably like fucking $500,000 fucking dollars or more. You want to know how much it cost her, or cost my grandfather? $200 fucking dollars. That's Blue Shield. That's $200. You understand? That's that Blue Cross Blue Shield Gold plan. And what they're doing is they're just trying to play that damn shit out until after all those people die, that shit's gonna go away totally. $200 fucking dollars to cover that shit. Something that's a $5,000 fucking operation. See what I'm saying? You understand? And that was unions. And they were never going to dive bomb that fucking plan, because that means this, that the president of the fucking company himself would have to get rid of his fucking plan. And he wasn't going to do that. And guess what? Neither were the rest of the fucking employees. That's the power of a union. Yes, there was some money skimmed off the top and shit, but do understand something. Even if you're skimming money off the top, who gives a shit? As long as when people fucking retired, their union benefits and their pension was still there. And even the motherfuckers that ran the whole shebang, even if they were skimming off the top, they made damn sure that the pensions were there for the people that retired.
It can be tough as a kid.
That's the deal.
All sorts of people have it over you.
Now we don't have that shit anymore.
Kill you and forget your name.
We don't have it anymore.
They grow.
It's all gone.
You remember.
You know, you don't have shit.
They just
You understand?
what they've always done.
What it is it's coming back from, we're still slaves. Yes, sir. All of us as Americans. Don't even put that shit as being a fucking black term, because I'm gonna tell you something. All of you, including myself and everybody, you're all the niggers. I'm sorry to say that. I know it's very blunt. You're a slave. They'll work the shit out of you. Just think about how we work. 6 days a week, 7, you know, no real breaks, no real time off, no real vacation time. Most places give you maybe 2 weeks vacation. Think about that for a moment. 2 weeks vacation? Is that what they give you? It's garbage. Alright? Most places don't sit there and compound their fucking vacation days to where they'll carry over as to where you have 30 days of vacation. No, they don't. There's not a lot of places that do that. Now think about this. Since they don't do that, guess what? You're a slave. You're a fucking slave. You understand? It wasn't like that before. But then the plans changed in companies all around the country. You work them motherfuckers until they die. Fuck them. Greed took over. That's where we're at. Welcome to America. The America behind America. Honestly, it's not even about the flag anymore. And most of the shit that people put on Facebook where they want to talk about, like, oh, well, you can't sit there and put your hand around your heart and honor our fucking flag. It ain't even about any of that bullshit anymore. You understand? This America is changing into something you really don't want it to become. And the truth is, people need to wake the fuck up. Need to wake the fuck up. And if you don't wake the fuck up, it's going to be too late. Yeah, it's time for the people in America to take America the fuck back. This is our goddamn country. Now, I don't give a shit if you're black or white or Hispanic that's from here, or even Indian that's from here and shit. We need to take our country back. We don't need to sit here and be fucking divided, fighting among ourselves for stupid shit. That's what they want you to do. You understand? They want you to fight among yourselves. So you're not paying attention to them when they sit there and put their hands in your back pocket and grab your fucking wallet and take your money. It's the days of old. If we want to be the Ku Klux Klan or Black Panthers, Bloods of Crip, man, fuck all this bullshit. Shit doesn't mean nothing. And even when you think about those fucking groups of people, I want you to understand something. There's a head motherfucker. There's a head nigga in charge of that. And that motherfucker's making money off the stupidity of those fucking people. You understand? It's no damn different than joining the Hell's Angels. I have a friend of mine, man. I've actually hung out with fucking Hell's Angels. You know, it's an interesting club because you actually have to pay fees to be a part of it. What the fuck for? So I gotta pay some fat motherfucker to sit on his ass and he collects money to be part of a fucking group? You fucking kidding me? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. You understand? Why you may have a nice fucking Harley and you're living in a fucking single wide trailer somewhere on a piece of rock that ain't shit that you don't even fucking own. You're paying fees to some other motherfucker that's living in a goddamn mansion somewhere that you're never gonna go and visit. That's what I want people to understand. They're living in an exclusive neighborhood that your asses are never gonna go to fuck over there and check them out. There's always a head motherfucker in charge making profit off of your stupidity. And that's what people need to wake up to. Hell, I haven't even been playing. I'm sorry that I haven't been, playing the game, man, but I'm just expressing some things that you people need to hear. You understand? And do subscribe to my channel. Do give me some likes. Do this. You understand? You're going to help me grow my fucking channel. I want to grow it. But I'm not sitting here growing it with bullshit. I'm growing it with dropping knowledge on your asses. Because you need to have some. Because there's so much that so many people, they don't understand. And I told you where to start. And I'll say it one last time. Read your Constitution. Read your Bill of Amendment rights. Go online. Check out your government, state and federal levels. And check out the laws. They can't sit there and hide the laws from you because it's your constitutional right to see every fucking law that's been passed. Check them out. Check all those laws out and see how they violate your fucking civil liberties and your constitutional rights. And you'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. Now, with all that being said, let's get back to some good old gaming. Probably not gonna do this yet. At this point, I'm just sitting here trying to level up my guns. Alright, got me another cat on here. Welcome, welcome. Starting to realize, man, there's people on here, man, that probably have like shitty connections. So in the end, I have to do most of my shit myself. I'm just happy that now we got fiber optic out where I'm at. But to be honest with you, it doesn't really make any sense. Fiber optic should have been out long ago. Long ago. Mission failed. That's nice. Actually, man, I think I need to get me like a video capture card, man. Stop trying to run this shit through my Series X, Xbox and shit. I mean, even though my internet connection's strong, it's ridiculous. Sometimes it goes and sometimes it drops.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Hey, my biggest complaint, man, is I can't throw grenades.
Another job well executed.
But anyway, this aspect of this game is this. This is the area that you're really concerned about, your mastery rank. That's what you want to actually jack up so that you can get some much better weapons and shit like that. Then on other aspects, you get more stuff whenever Nora Knight, or she calls herself Nora Knight, is actually sitting there, you know, starts promoting shit for you. That seems to come up probably like once a month. Then we're at the end of the month, so that's done. So then it'll probably pop back up again. Because what you could usually do is hit your damn start button or some shit. And down over here in this corner, you'd see Nora Knight's podcast. You do missions for her, or you do certain damn things, you actually get shit from her too. Which would be like extra weapon slots, extra every damn thing else. It's the kind of stuff that you want to do here. This is actually a pretty good game. I mean, it's free to play. Yeah, I bought a couple things out of it, just like this weapon skin and some of this other stuff. But hey, man, the devs, they got to get paid somehow. So, you know, this is one of those games that, you know, it's probably one of them little diamonds in the rough that I didn't even know any damn thing about. And once I downloaded and started playing it, it's pretty fucking good.
Do you remember the old war, Operator? Order seems to have misplaced those memories.
But anyway, y'all hit me up later. I said, do hit me off with some likes. Like I said, if you're gonna see, you know, subscribe to my channel, I'm just gonna put some knowledge out there, and I need people to hear it. You need to understand. Just saying. But anyway, man, catch y'all later. I'm checking out. Till next time. This your boy Dragon checking out.